Hey, welcome. So today, we're going to dive into a simple little kitchen task that, believe it or not, has a huge impact on your home and your city. We're talking about how to get rid of used cooking oil. It seems like a tiny detail, but trust me, getting this right is a total game changer. Okay, picture it. You've just cooked up something amazing. The kitchen smells great, but now you've got that pan, and it's full of used, greasy oil. So, what's the next move? It's a question pretty much every single home cook has to answer, and the choice you make really, really matters. See, that leftover oil, it's not just a bit of trash. It's what you could call the kitchen's hidden problem. It might look pretty harmless sitting there in the pan, but if you handle it the wrong way, you could be setting yourself up for some serious trouble down the line. Now, when you're thinking about what to do with it, there is one single thing that you must absolutely under no circumstances ever do, and that is pour it down the drain. Not the kitchen sink, not the toilet, not any drain in your house. This is, without a doubt, the biggest mistake you can possibly make. And let me tell you why. You see, when that hot liquid oil goes down your drain, it eventually cools off and turns solid. It starts clinging to the inside of your pipes, creating these incredibly stubborn clogs that are an absolute nightmare to fix. But it gets so much worse. That oil from your house joins up with all the oil from your neighbors' houses, and it combines with other gunk in the sewers to form these massive blockages. They actually have a name for them: fatbergs. Seriously. These things can cripple a city's sewer system, lead to super expensive plumbing repairs for you and for the city, and they do major harm to the local water treatment system. Okay, enough with the scary stuff. The good news is, the right way to do this is incredibly simple. So let's get into the solution. Step 1 is what we'll call cool and contain. All you have to remember are the 3 C's. First up, cool. Just let the oil cool down completely, right there in the pan. Super important safety step. Second, contain. Once it's cool, carefully pour it into a container that you can seal up tight. And third, clearly label. Just grab a marker and write used cooking oil on it. That's it. It's really that simple. And for that container, you don't need anything fancy. A sealable container is just something that won't leak and has a lid that screws on tight. An old empty water bottle, a glass pickle jar, these are perfect. Chances are you already have exactly what you need sitting in your kitchen right now. All right, so your oil is cooled, it's contained, and it's labeled. What's next? Well, now you get to choose its final destination. And there are basically 2 main paths you can take. Now here are your 2 options, side by side. The best choice, by far, is to recycle it. A lot of places actually collect used cooking oil and turn it into things like biodiesel, which is a renewable fuel. How cool is that? You're literally turning your kitchen waste into a valuable resource. Now, the other option, the last resort, is the trash. If recycling just isn't an option where you live, you can pop that sealed container into the freezer until the oil is totally solid, and then you can toss it in your regular garbage bin. So, how do you find out if you can recycle it? It's usually just a quick search online. Check out the website for your local waste management or your city services. They'll almost always have a list of drop-off spots or collection centers. Seriously, 5 minutes on their website can make a huge difference. Okay, we've covered a lot, so let's wrap this all up with a quick reference guide. Think of this as your cheat sheet for getting it right every single time. No guesswork needed. So let's just run through these. Do, let the oil cool completely. Do, use a sealed container. Do, freeze it solid if it's going in the trash. And here's a great pro tip. Do, wipe out any leftover greasy residue from your pan with a paper towel before you wash it. And for the big don'ts, absolutely never pour it down any drain. Don't put hot oil in a plastic container. It'll melt right through. And don't just dump it outside on the ground or in your compost pile. This really is the key takeaway. It's a small kitchen habit that protects your home, your pipes, and your entire city's infrastructure. What feels like such a tiny, insignificant action in your own kitchen actually has this massive, positive ripple effect. It just goes to show how these small, mindful habits can add up to create a huge impact. Which kind of leaves us with one final thought to chew on. Now that your kitchen is safe from fatbergs, what's another small habit you could build that might make an equally big difference? Thanks so much for tuning in.